Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I'm not on StreamYard tonight because for some reason I downloaded StreamYard. If you guys don't know what StreamYard is, it's just a platform to record from. I was going to do a StreamYard platform tonight so that I could have people up on my panel, but that's going to have to wait till next time. So how is everybody doing? Hi, say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're here. It is almost 9 o'clock at night Eastern time. I had just came back from being with a friend of mine. We went out to eat, so it was really nice to be invited. Thank you. And I am also hanging out with another friend tomorrow. You guys, I'm really excited. I really wanted to share this with you. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I am searching for a recreational vehicle. It's been a while. I've been trying to do this since 2021, but life got in the way too many times. So I have a friend of mine, 33 years, which unfortunately can't be on here tonight with me, is also one of the inspiration people that have really kept me going. I don't know if you guys can hear the music in the background. If it's too loud, just let me know. Okay, so I am excited because I wanted to share this with you. My channel has been a little stagnant lately. I've had a couple life events happen that basically kept me at bay. I am a traveling nomad. I have been a nomad since January 21. I have met over 1,500 people in the last, two and a half years now. And if you're one of them, say hi in the comments. Even if this live is over and you're watching it by replay, just put it in the comments. And if you can, click the like button. If you actually go outside of being live and look into where you can see my description box and everything, you'll see the like button, the subscribe. So yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, push the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. Because life is about to change, and I'm about to bring you guys a lot of great content. I have a lot of people that I watch their videos on where they're at, posts on Facebook, places. I've got a 5-subject notebook, okay, full of notes, which is another actual spiral notebook, kind of outdated. I have to date it up again. So I've got a lot of places that I'm going to be going. And I wanted you to share with me any places that you've been that maybe I don't mention. I have put the comments on for like every 10 seconds so that if I get overwhelmed or what have you, that, they don't overlap and I don't see you. So I slowed down the comments a little bit. So back to the recreational vehicle. So a few months ago, I had started to really think about upgrading because I have a Chrysler Town and Country. Okay, I have a minivan. And I traveled in that for over a year and a half. And I did Amazon seasonal jobs. I almost got a job in the Grand Canyon. 2 of my friends are out there right now that I gave the information to about a year ago, and they got the job, which I'm really happy for them. Every time I try to go do a job like that, something comes up. So I have to back out of it. A couple people were actually upset with me. I don't know if still to this day, but I had a job at Yellowstone National Park, and it was in October of, I think, 21. And things happened. I could not fulfill the position. Well, there's so many people rooting for me and so many people that actually had donated to the cause of me getting there that I didn't get to go. So I tried to make it up to them by apologizing and tell them, hey, it'll happen soon. It'll happen again. You guys really need to understand there's jobs out here that are year round. Okay. You don't have to stick to your 9 to 5. I am living proof. My friend Mike is living proof, which is Mike Traveling Adventures with Mike, or I know I'm probably getting that wrong, but anyways, he's one of my moderators on my lives. April of not last year, 21, I was doing a lot of lives because I was stationary and I was doing Amazon jobs, and I had a routine. So I was on my page here. I've had to change the name twice because of the fact that I got hacked. Yes, it happens. Unfortunately, I even got hacked on Facebook before. I've on my third page with Facebook. So I got a lot of things going on. I've got to start writing things down. I see recreational vehicles. I see trucks. I see trailers. I see RVs, drivable RVs. I won't do a fifth wheel. I will only do a travel trailer. I won't do a little small teardrop anymore. It's not enough room for me. And I also have my dog, which I have a feeling that she's going to be coming back into my presence here soon. She was with my mom for a while. She's no longer. So if you guys don't know, my mother had passed. So that's one of the reasons why I'm stationary. So I've been kind of out of the loop, been kind of out of swing of things. So now I'm in the market again to look. So I did it mathematically to where a truck these days that would pull a 23 footer, okay, it's going to cost $14,000 at the lowest for a truck. And then the trailers are like the same price, in between 12 and 18,000, okay, for used. And so that's over $30,000. Okay, I'm financing here, okay? So I can't finance two things. That's just too stressful for me. Two registrations and two license plates, tags. It was just too overwhelming for me. I loved going to look at them. I just did a video in Coco. I looked at one of the ones that fit my needs, but I really got to thinking, it doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense to buy two vehicles, two registrations, two license plates. It's just too much for one person. In my opinion, it's too much for me. So I decided to condense it to a drivable RV. And honestly, when I started looking at those, they were the same price. Same price as the two. It's just mathematically, logically makes more sense to me and my needs, which are a lot of people, obviously, to go to one piece of transportation. Okay, so the question goes to where, hey, well, what if you want to go somewhere and you don't want to hang out with your big RV? Okay, well, I have a van, and those RVs can, you've probably seen it, like a Jeep, tied to the back of an RV going down the road. Okay, that's kind of like me. All right, so here's the other thing. So here in Florida, you don't need an emissions test. Okay, there's certain states that require emissions tests. Okay. So if there's anybody that's watching this that has a travel trailer or an RV, where do you have your insurance? Like what company and how much? Because I'm doing the comparisons on how much that costs. So I'm coming to you for your advice if you have these kind of vehicles. And if you don't, then maybe you'll learn something, because maybe somewhere along the line in your life, you'll want to do this and you'll have the education. So it's like a win-win. I have gotten this book out of the library, 50 states, 500 campgrounds. This is brand new. This is updated version. Okay. I've got like 8, almost 10 books with the same kind of information on it, but they're outdated. So what I did was I wrote down different places that I wanted to go, and I compared the old one to the new one to see what the difference in price is, what the difference in the seasons are, and so forth, so on and so forth. All right. So there's a lot of travel that I have on my list. If there's places that you guys have gone, please comment below and let me know where you've gone, how long it's been, what it was like. I mean, I tried to share with you the same kind of information. Hold on one second. Hold on just 1 second here. So some people, they're telling me that they can't find me. I am under Sunflower Girl Media. Look under the live tab. Okay. So, places. I'm in Florida. Where are you at? And where have you been in your state? I'm looking to go to Washington. I'm here. Okay, I can't read that. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Hi, whoever's here, just say hi in the comments. Let me know who's here. So I'm up to the part. I've already talked about the RVs, the recreational vehicles, the tags, the titles, registrations, the different states. So what I'm doing is I've made a bucket list so that I don't have to backtrack. Okay, I'm going to be making live videos and recorded videos of Florida, the state parks, some national parks. Then I go up to Georgia. I'm going to be going to see a very special monument. It's called the Jimmy Carter Peanut Monument. Have you guys heard of it? That's in Georgia. That's west of Atlanta. Tennessee. I've got places in Alabama. I've got New Mexico. I got places in Texas, places in Oklahoma. Why? Because I'm the sunflower girl, and I have fallen in love with this field of sunflowers behind a pilot truck stop is what all started years and years ago, like in 2017 when I was a truck driver. And I fell in love with them. So like I've really I would pay my last penny to have a sunflower. But I tried to go to a sunflower U-pick here in Florida and it was out of season. So I missed out. And like I said, life got in the way. So I'll be doing that. I'll be recording places that I go. I've been to Elvis's birthplace. I've been to Rosa Parks Museum. I've been to the Capitals. I've just been to a lot of places. And they're in my videos on my page. So places that you have been. Oh, hey, Gary. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. So places that you've gone in the last, let's say, 5 years. Because places that people have gone years and years and years ago, they're not like that anymore. They don't exist in the way that they have been seen before. I have a friend that I worked at a gas station. She's a nomad now. I gave her all the information, threw her all my books, veered her to all the YouTube channels, even Bob Wells. I have Bob Wells' book, so I gave her that too. And she's absolutely flabbergasted. So she's looking to trade in her car for a van. And then I've already given her some itineraries so she doesn't backtrack. And how much it's going to cost. So my tip to her was do not leave the state without at least $3,000. And that's not just for gas, like that's for emergencies as well. I gave her all the tips to do because she's a single younger than me, probably twice her age, bless her heart. A lot of people out west are elderly, like 50 and over. So my kids are growing on their own. I have a grandbaby, 7 months old as of a couple of days ago. And so my obligations here are done. And so I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm ready to move on to another chapter, which is trying to complete the chapter I tried to start the other couple of years ago. I don't know if I'm going to work. I might work on my own because like right now I'm actually still making my jewelry line. I wrap jewelry. I wrap stones. I've got all kinds of stones that are ready to be wrapped. I make necklaces. I make earrings. I only pick precious stones and ones that are polished. I do have some rough ones too, by the way. I make earrings like, hey, these right here. I made these. I'm starting to do my July 4th earrings jewelry line. If I have enough left over, I might make a couple bracelets, but I'm mainly gearing towards something simple. And so with that, and then maybe doing the YouTube videos, more so, I'm at 725, I think, maybe 730 subscribers, but I need 1,000 in order to actually become monetized for YouTube. I also have my Cash App. I also have my Patreon, and I also have a website, by the way, which I'm not going to advertise right now because it does not have any e-commerce. So if you'd like information on the website, we can get together afterwards, and I'll be glad to give you the information. I also have an Etsy store and I have a Redbubble. So I'm growing little by little, and I have my other side business. I do tarot readings, and I do photography. So I've done a small wedding, I've done a baptism, I've done singles, I've done single faces. I've done my own sunrises, my own sunsets. I have over 6,000 pictures since 2015. A friend of mine, Mike Donovan, like I said, I was telling you about the adventures with traveling Mike. God, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. But he has a live. He's usually at night, really like almost wee hours in the morning on the Eastern Coast. He's in Arizona, or actually on the West Coast. And I inspired him to get his flash drives and his hard drives out from 2014 and way back when, and bring some of this beautiful photography that he has out and put it out on Facebook and actually share it with the world. And he did. And then he started a YouTube channel. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm really glad I got to get you out of your funk and, to become present on social media. He is really good. He does really, really good work. I am really proud to know him. He's a really nice guy. So with all those people that I've mentioned, I've got plenty more people that I could sit here and mention all night. Like Gary, my friend Gary here. He has been an inspiration. I've known him for almost a year now, and I'm writing a book. I have all the photography, not all, but a lot of the photography that I've done lined up in a certain spot to create this book. So the book is going to be a short book, and we're still trying to get the chapters together and to edit it. And I do give him kudos for helping me edit this book and actually have it done before or by the end of this year. So I will be what am I supposed to say? I got a brain fart. I'm actually writing a book. Okay. I've had other people tell me to do that as well. And that's another friend of mine too that has been told me that. So I've got a lot to share and a lot to inspire you with. I can't wait to get out on the road. I can't wait to actually start doing lives. Stick it on the dash, push that button and start recording. I have so much beauty. I've got sunrises, sunsets, mountains, oceans, lakes, foliage, people, sculptures. I have a place in Alabama, by Mobile, Alabama, by the museum, that it actually has a boardwalk, a long wooden boardwalk over this lake. And it has this Bible on the ground. And it says Holy Bible. And it's made of wood. And it's gold at the end, with the gold pages at the end. It's beautiful. So I took a picture by it, or I had somebody take a picture of me by it. These are the kind of things that you really look for, is the small things, the little things in life that really make a big difference. And some people can't go out and do the things that I can do. And I bring them joy, and I bring them pleasure, and I bring them beauty. And that's what it's all about. And Gary has been a real big help mentally for me lately, which kudos to you, Gary, keeping track of me. I've had an ear infection, and I've been down for like almost 2 weeks. It sucked my energy dry. So I actually went out to the library and got this so I can sit here on rainy days and compare and actually go to some of these campgrounds. Some of these campgrounds actually have nature trails. Some of these places are located on beaches, which is where I'm going to be recording on the beach, watching this fireworks live. Last year, I was actually in the middle of a cornfield in Tennessee, watching fireworks that they were doing, plus all the houses and everything around me. So I was sitting back in a lounge chair in the middle of a cornfield, watching the the fireworks. It was absolutely beautiful. So like I said, it's something that you usually don't do, something out of the ordinary, and something that is so much damn fun that you can't wait to do it again. Right? Am I right? So comment below and let me know where you have gone. Let me see some of these. Okay, Lily, yes, I agree. 5,000 in emergency fund at least. Yes, you're right. I came out with 3,000 because I spent 800 on my van before I left. So yes, you're right. $5,000. If you can do that, $5,000, yes. Here's the other thing that I actually have tips on. All the loose change that you have hanging around, you make yourself a 6-month fund. You make yourself do this on a almost everyday basis. You collect your extra change for 6 months. Okay, then you go to, for convenience, go to a Coinstar machine at a Walmart. Yes, it costs a fee. And you dump all that change. I had over $244 worth of change. Yeah, that could buy a couple tires, you know. So I started my fund by doing change. And then as I was paid for my services, taking care of my mom for 2.5 years, okay, was $3,000. So that's what I did. So I sold my 2017 Hyundai Elantra, traded it in for my van outright. All I had to do was pay tax, tag, and title. That was it. It was a blessing. And then I had to spend money on her to make sure she was roadworthy. To this day, January 21, when I went and got her, and I bought her, I have replaced the battery once, the alternator once, and one flat tire. Never broke down. Nothing. She's been a blessing. Thank God. All the way from Colorado, all the way from Arizona, all the way from Tennessee to Alabama, back to Tennessee within 3 days. Went to Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, Louisiana. I mean, I've been all over. And she has never broke down. So, yes, I've had that emergency fund. And yes, you're absolutely right. It needs to be as much as possible. But that's a start. And that's what I started doing. So I had $244 in 6 months. Might not sound like a lot, but that's $244 that I wouldn't have had if I didn't make that fund. Right? A lot of these people out here, they get evicted. They don't have a dime one. They lost their job. They lost their place to live. They're living out of their car. They don't know what the hell they're going to do. So it's better to try to plan for emergencies in case they happen like that. So there's another channel that I'd like you guys to look at. Minivan Lee. Minivan Lee. Older lady, but the absolute best. Really. She's not so much a traveler, though. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, showing you guys a lot of places. And I do expect you to put down where you think I should go that you think was the best place you've ever been. And I will check it out. So back to the Amazon job. I don't know if I'm going to be working yet or not. But if I am, I will be doing Camper Force, which is by Amazon. It's called Camper Force. If you have an RV, they help you pay your campground fees within that certain campground that they're affiliated with. Now, not every Amazon does this. I'm pretty sure it's the warehouse. I don't think it's the sort centers to do this. But either way, I digress. Amazon will help you. It's a reimbursement after the 90-day season. I'm living proof. But I didn't get to do Camper Force, and that's why I'm trying to get this recreational vehicle. You don't, oh yes, you don't have the money, and that's why you're not on the road at the moment. Yes, me too. I've been brought back to Florida, and I worked for about 9 months. And then it got to the point where I couldn't work. My blood sugar was so high that I ended up in the hospital. In between places, I've been in the hospital everywhere I've been. I've been in the ER in every state I've been in. That's how bad it got. So working a full-time job, I can no longer do. My body will not allow it. and especially working at a Wendy's. Yes, Wendy's. I did the simplest job in the world. Cashier. Real simple. But there's a catch. If you're a minor, you go on break first. Well, I've been there for 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours, and the minors start coming in for the night, and I have to wait 2.5 more hours to take a break. My body can't do that. I'm diabetic. I have to go on break within the first 5 hours of me being there. It's called the ADA law. Okay, and some of these employers don't know a freaking fracking thing about the ADA law. Nothing. So I had to transfer to a different Wendy's. That one was even worse. So the day that I didn't get a break at all, I was the only one in that building that did not get a break, and I think they did it on purpose. That was my last day I ever walked in there. I'll be damned if I'm going to be treated like that again. So I contacted the general manager and corporate, because that was a corporate store, and I told them what happened. And I told them they better get on it, because that's why people are leaving, because they're not being treated correctly. So I will work the Amazons because I know that they treat their employees well. I won't work these other menial jobs. I will make my book, work on my book, make my jewelry, make my YouTube videos, make everybody happy as long as they're with me. You know, anything you want me to try to go see for you, I will do that. And then, like I said, work for Amazon. That's it. Like, that's it. I mean, I almost took and my photography, by the way, I've got over 6,000 pictures. I mean, that's just from 2 years. So, oh, yes. And then I see this every day. I put this out every day. Every day is a second chance. For those of you who don't know, I'm a cancer survivor. I have been cancer-free for 5 years. Yay, right? I give kudos for those that have survived cancer as well. I really do. I would love to either meet them and hug them and say congratulations, or just here, like right here, say congratulations for being cancer-free. In remission. I don't like that word, remission. Thank you. I don't like that word, remission, because remission means it's a put on hold. You know, you're just kind of like in the holding tank. I don't like that. So I say that I'm cancer-free. I'm cancer-free. That means that I still wear my mask. I'm diabetic. I'm more susceptible to getting sick. Yes, I've had COVID, but let me tell you, I didn't have COVID for until March of this year. I wore my mask everywhere I went in this freaking United States, and I never got sick. I washed my hands. I wore my mask everywhere I went. And somewhere along the line, somebody brought it in when my mom was passing, and we were all in the same house together. And somewhere along the line, I got sick because I hadn't have my mask on in the house with all these freaking family members. So yeah, I got sick, and didn't last long because I was vaccinated while I worked for Amazon. By the way, they give free vaccinations and free tests every single day. If you wanted to get tested for COVID, boom, all you got to do is go on your app, your Amazon app, because it's a work app, and you say, I want to sign up for a COVID test, and they'll make sure that they do it either on your break or like 10 minutes before your break. They'll allow you to go off early to go get the COVID test done, eat your lunch, come back and get your results. Just that quick. Just that quick. So, oh, and by the way, when I had COVID, now I don't mean to laugh in this, but you're going to laugh with me after you hear this shit. So I was in the hospital and I was lethargic and I thought it was my diabetes. So they did blood work and then they gave me fluids and okay, so then they did the COVID test. I had COVID. I wasn't lethargic because of my diabetic numbers only. I was lethargic because I have had COVID for at least 3 days. They tested it and they said that I've had it for at least 72 hours. I was vaccinated. Yes, I know you can still get COVID after being vaccinated. But, and by the way, if you've had COVID and you've been vaccinated, comment below. I'd like to know that too. And seriously, just let me know. And Gary, yes, I know. I do know that you've had it, but I don't remember if you told me if you were vaccinated or not beforehand. So they told me I had COVID, right? Okay, so here is the doctor's response. He whispered in my ear and he says, "You're not sick enough to be admitted because you don't have a fever." What? Wait, I have COVID. I'm not being admitted. I'm not being treated for COVID. And you're going to discharge me and let me walk out of this hospital with COVID? That's what went down. So I said, all right, whatever. I got in my van. I slept it off until about 5:30 in the morning. I slept in my front seat until 5:30 in the morning in their parking lot. And then I drove to the next hospital. So I went in for the same shit. Diabetes, blah, blah, blah. Give me insulin. Okay, or insulin, fluids. They didn't even hook me up for fluids. They took my blood, took my vitals, and then walked out and then came back and said, oh, well, we see in the system that it's been less than 24 hours and there's really nothing we can do for you because COVID has now been downgraded to a viral infection, like a common cold, like the flu. So they are not going to treat me. Nothing. No fluids, no nothing. They didn't offer me nothing. Not even a freaking Tylenol. Didn't even ask me if I had a headache. Nothing. So, fail number 2. I go out of there. I'm crying because I am so pissed off. I had to cry to calm down. I couldn't even drive. I had to sit in the parking lot. I was so livid. I had to call Mike the first thing and tell him all about this BS. All right. So, let me know if you've had COVID. I got no shots at all, says Lily, despite my age. I think I had COVID for a day over a year ago. Just felt tired and food tasted weird. Yes. And yes, you're right. You did have it because the sense of smell, sense of taste, and sensitivity to light and headaches are symptoms of COVID. And dehydrated, like cook mouth, like me right now. So it's awful, but I'm glad that it only lasted that long for you. For me, it lasted a week and a half. I was in a hotel room for 4 nights, actually 5, because I paid for the last one. So my family chipped in and helped pay for this hotel. I found the cheapest one I could, and just to lay my head, because hello, COVID. Who the hell wants COVID around their house? So, yeah, nobody's going to allow me to be in their house. So, yeah, I stayed in a hotel for about 5 days, and I drank the shit out of electrolytes. Actually, let me show you. This is a tip. Let me show you. Okay. Electrolyte solution, any kind of Pedialyte, electrolyte. I drank 4 of these, a 24-pack of waters, 6 Gatorades, and a 6-pack of those Propel waters. I was taking echinacea, elderberry, garlic pills, multivitamins, calcium, magnesium, and zinc pill. I was beefing up while I was laying down. And I did one live, actually, I think it was on my Facebook. I'm not too sure where, but it only lasted like a couple minutes to show you how shit and sick I was. It was so bad. I know, right? You were excited about having bacon. I thought that I had gone bad. I made my sister taste it, and she said it was fine. Oh, okay. So that was when your taste buds weren't working, is you wanted bacon, but it didn't taste right. Yeah. Okay. Anything. You can't. I got to the point where I couldn't even smell a fart. I couldn't even smell my own gas. Okay. Like, with all this crap that I was downing in me, of course I had gas on my stomach because my digestive was working triple overtime. So yeah, I couldn't even nothing. Anybody could have put an incense. If I burned an incense, I wouldn't be able to smell it. Yeah. So if anybody that has not had COVID, those are the symptoms. If you get a headache, a massive migraine headache at first, look out, because here it comes. 99% of the time, I'm right. it will come, and it will come within 72 hours, just like anything else. Almost at the end because I did their Janet, Jackie and Walter. So, oh hell no, not with this shit. I don't pay me enough for this. And then they just like walk out, and I'm just doing it all alone. Whatever. So for 20 years. But question: why am I not still doing it? Well, I had 20 years of it. Make a long story short, hiring people that were fresh out of school. And unfortunately, they did not teach them correctly. And I had caught a lot of them doing wrong things. So I thought to myself, if this is the way it's going to go, I do not want to be responsible for somebody's life that I care so much for something to happen to them by a newbie. So I tried to switch positions. Didn't work. So I gave my notice. But girlfriend over here had a plan. So I had a friend of mine that was in long haul trucking. Actually, wasn't really long haul trucking at the time, but let's just say it was long haul trucking, right? I said, that's a 24-hour business too. Let's check that out. So I did. So I went into the admissions office and I'm talking to the people and I'm getting all the information, and I go back to my family and I go, hey, guess what? You're never going to believe this. So I tell them all this information and their jaw is to the floor. All they kept thinking was, you're going to leave your kids to be a truck driver? What? Is that all you got out of all that information I just gave you, was that? I think I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. So I did not leave my kids, by the way. Disclaimer. They both stayed with my mom. My dog stayed with my mom. They both still went to school. And one of them had my car so they could still keep their job. So they were well taken care of before I even left the state. So how they had my car? Well, kind of funny to think. So here's how that happened. So I went through the trucking school. I graduated, flying colors, no problem, not bragging, just telling you. And so I drove my little Chevy Aveo all the way to Mississippi and did my 30 days or 60 days, whatever it was, training out on the road. Then I drove it back to Florida. But what I did was I drove to get my kid and then drove to my truck. And so I got into my truck, got all the assignments and all the sign-ins and everything, and she took off with my car. So that's how she kept the car in the state. So I did that for 3.5 years. And then, like I said, I got over 6,000 pictures. I was even asked to be on a radio show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Where's Christine? In the truck. I couldn't commit to that. I didn't know where I was going to be at. Boy, let me tell you, I could tell you where I was. Niagara Falls, Rome, New York, Albany, New York, Pennsylvania, Lancaster. I've been in San Bernardino, California. I've been in La Mesa. I've been in Texas. I can't remember it starts with an S. It's the one with the cowboys on the hill. I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, so I've been in all kinds of different time zones at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I kept telling Mike, look, I can't commit. I'll call when I can. So people were actually asking about me. Where's Christine? So he had to call me on the phone to figure out where I was, because people were actually interested in seeing what I was doing and where I was. So then I came off the truck and I found out I had cancer. And then I dealt with cancer. And then after cancer, I took care of my mom for 2.5 years. I did everything but poop and swallow for her. Even mowed her lawn. And then I decided I've done my due diligence and I did not live through cancer to die doing this. So I made plans and I gave my family enough warning. I'm on the road again. So January 21, I went ahead and took the car, traded in for the van, got the van fixed, loaded up the van, and the hell I was. And I already had a job by then with the Amazon. So it is possible that things in life do get in the way, but do not let go of your dreams. Do not let go of where you want to go. Keep that list on the refrigerator, on a magnet, so you see it every day, or on a mirror in your bathroom, so you see it every day. This is inspiration to still live life the way you really want to, even if it takes 5 years from now. That's 5 years from now. That you get to save the change, by the way. You get to save all that change. Just joke there. I've got a spiral notebook. I mean, Jesus, I've got five subject notebook, almost full. Plus I've got things I'm going to be adding to it, and things that you guys tell me about, either here on the live or after the live, on the comment section of where you've been, how long ago it was, what did you think about it, would you go back again? I could do a poll. Not here on StreamYard. I could probably do it on StreamYard. But anyways, I'll do a poll. So look out for that on YouTube. So please subscribe to the channel before you leave, and click the like button if you decide to leave before I do. I've been on here for about 40 minutes. It's been extremely wonderful to share my stories and share my dreams and share, information and tips with you guys. I want to know. Okay, Gary, no vaccine, but got COVID in rehab. Yeah, you need to get vaccinated. I mean, not that it's going to make a difference. And no, it is not proven that when you've had COVID that your body has built up antibodies to where you can't get it again. Yes, you can, even with the vaccine, but the vaccine makes it less worse, if that makes sense. Hello. So I have got so much information that I really do, but I want you guys to go back down into my videos. If you haven't already watched them, there's one that has like the back of a van open with a bunch of luggage and everything. Those are trip tips, solar panels, battery packs. One of my cool tricks with the side windows on, you got to watch it. I can't give it away. So I have another channel, and I'm going to be going live with that. But here I do not want to announce it because there's certain lurkers or what have you, people that I just don't want to know just about it, period. So if you do know about it, I will be going live. It's almost 10 o'clock here now. I've been here for 45 minutes, but thank you guys for hanging out, by the way. Much love to you. I am so glad that you guys are here. I hope you got something out of this today. And if you did, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, share it out if you want to. I would enjoy that. And definitely much love to you. Really. I could go on talking all night long. Me and Gary have talked overnight for like 6 hours straight. So I have the gift of gab, but it is in a very good way. I have been to England and Ireland. I have kissed the Blarney Stone, but I already had the gift of gab before I kissed it. So that just made it 100 times worse. So yeah, share your stories, share your moments with me. If you've been out on the road before, please let me know. Subscribe so we can keep together. If you have a channel, let me know. I will subscribe to it, sub for sub. I am definitely a sub lover, so I will help support anybody's channel. I have no problem with that. And if you guys have seen Mike, please tell him that I have gone live, because I haven't seen him in here. And I don't know if he's watching, because it says there's 5 watching, but not everybody's commented. So, you don't have to, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is that Lou? Lou? Let me know. Ira. Is that Lou? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Lily. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely welcome. And I will be doing more. I really will. Now that I'm back up to spirits. Thank you, Gary, for keeping in touch with me. I don't think Gary has a channel per se, but he does have a Facebook. My Facebook page, by the way, if you want to come back and follow me, please. It is. Oh shit! I'm just so stuck on YouTube right now. Help me out here, Lou. I can't remember my own Facebook page name. It's not Sunflower Girl. Oh my god, I got a brain fart. Wow. Anywho, okay, if anybody knows, put it in the comments. I don't remember. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me look at my phone real quick. Let me look at my phone. Hold on. Don't go anywhere yet. Hold on. Let me look. Oh my god, seriously, I can't. Oh, Art from the Heart. That's it. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay. I'm going to show you because it's a little off than the normal it's Art from space the HART. Art from space the heart, HART. Okay. And come over and follow me. I don't think I have an ad friend. I think I'm on a business side for some reason, but either way, connect with me on Facebook. Seriously. And if you want information about my Cash App, I have a Cash App and I have a PayPal and I have a, I just started it, the Patreon channel. That's it. Sorry. Patreon channel. I'm not even too familiar with that yet. I've only done one something recording post or something just to start the channel. So I still am studying that. I don't know much about Patreon, but I was suggested to do it. So I did it. So I will let you know if you want information on that. If you want to support my channel, I'll let you know my Cash App. You can buy me a coffee because I am a massive coffee lover, massive coffee drinker. And I go everywhere. I mean, I even went to a Buc-ee's in Texas just for coffee. I went to a place off of I-20 in Texas just for their pecan Texas coffee. A Racetrack, I've only got one type of coffee I like. Wawa, there's only one, which is hardly ever. So I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I go to Einstein. I go to all kinds of different places for coffee. So if there's a place that you like coffee that you frequent that I haven't mentioned, put it down in the comments or put it down in the live if you're still here, and I will frequent that and I will test it out. I love suggestions. I really do. And I try to give as much tips and tricks as much as I can to help you out. And I love sharing my beauty with you. So I will continue to do so. And so hook up with me on Facebook. I go live there every place I go. I just went to Cocoa Beach. I'll probably end up going back to Daytona to Buc-ee's. I do have a video here on my YouTube channel about seeing Buc-ee's. It was only short, but I will do an extensive length one just for y'all. Because if you guys have never been into a Buc-ee's, it is the shit. They have over 100 gas pumps. I can't say much without giving out everything. So go ahead and check out my Facebook. Let me know that you came from YouTube. Send me a little, love note on Facebook and keep connected. And like I said, connect with me every time. I will try to go at least twice a week live if I'm doing travels. If not, I'll just do it once a week with what's the progress on getting a recreation vehicle is. And then you guys will be live when I actually give you the tour of something that I'm financing. All right. Thank you guys again. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody being here. Even if you didn't comment, even if you comment below, even if you're not here on the live, but you're watching the replay or you're watching the video, I still appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Take care. And until next time, ciao for now. Let me see how I end this now. Bye, guys. Good night.